Hi everybody. So I am outside planting my my semi-dwarf Seckle pear tree. I soaked the roots. You can't tell now, but it's very windy outside and it's already doing all this. So I'll go ahead, plant this tree. Let you see what's going on with my almond. I'm planting it in a container right next to my almond tree, and then once we're done with that, I'm gonna go in the house and show you what's going on with my seedlings. As you can see, it's windy. I don't know if you can tell. It's really windy. Every time I start recording, it kind of slows down. But anyway, so I went ahead and planted my dwarf pear tree. And like I said earlier, I kind of showed you the almond tree, but look what's going on with it. It's looking good. It's blooming, getting better, so I'm excited about it. Something else I want to show you, besides my backyard being a mess, and this is why during this time of year I have everything under the covered patio because of the winds, is this. I got my cattle panel. I got two 16 feet by 5 feet cattle panel, and I'm going to make arches over there. Yesterday, my wonderful neighbor, he took me to the local tractor supply and got the cattle panel and the T-post and the T-post thing that you put it in. And my other neighbor, who's not home, was supposed to do it today, but it's getting windy. See those palm trees? This is like low breezy right now, but I could feel it's going to pick up some more in a minute. I think it's too windy to do it today. One thing I wanted to explain, you notice I have lots of bricks everywhere. Whenever I go to Home Depot, I've been accumulating bricks. One thing is for when it gets really windy and I have to cover everything, I can keep the tarps down with bricks. So one thing I've learned out of living in the city that I live in is to have lots of bricks. Something else I wanted to show you that I was kind of sad about. This was the garden bed that had all my lettuce. Luckily, throughout this whole season, I have been cutting the lettuce and cleaning it and using it and putting it in a food saver, and I gave some away. I came out yesterday to harvest, and I had a that's one Savoy cabbage that's left. I had another Savoy cabbage, and it was full of aphids. My iceberg lettuce started to make heads. I looked through the lettuce, and it was infested with ants, and it looked like it had lots of eggs in it. And the same thing for my romaine lettuce, infested with ants and had eggs on the back of the leaves. So I couldn't even put that in the compost, so I threw it away. So what I'm going to do is, hopefully if the winds subside by tomorrow, I'm going to come out and I'm going to spray the entire yard with a fungicide that has neem oil in it. So I usually have separate bottles of neem oil, and I come and spray my veggies and my plants. But I also have, it's like a 3-in-1 fungicide, I forget the name of it, where at the beginning of fall, I kept, once a week I would come out and I would just spray everything and hook it up to the water hose. And it really seemed to keep the pests down. And I kind of slowed down on that. So I think what happened in this garden bed is my fault. It rained and it snowed for a couple of days, and the pests got comfortable and they just came out. Also, I had asparagus over here. It wasn't doing good. It takes 2 years for asparagus to grow. So I just pulled it. I also had a couple of beet tops. Like I touched them and they just came off. Now these are attached to the beet. They're growing good, and these are my cosmic carrots. But yeah, I pulled out the asparagus. I don't think asparagus is a vegetable for me to grow. It just takes too long. I don't know how to properly care for it. I'm gonna have to study some more on it. It was on sale at either Home Depot or Lowe's. I just picked it up, planted it, and it just didn't do well. So, you know, you live and you learn. Also, I have these snap peas. This one is doing very well. It's doing good. This one is withering away. And I'm just gonna pull that. Look at that. It came right out. I'm gonna leave that over there. But yeah, these other 3 to 4 snap peas right here are doing pretty good. So next I'm gonna go in the house and let you know what's going on with my seedlings. But I just thought I'll give you a little update. Oh, one more thing. The blueberries are still doing good. I actually came out and watered everything. This is the peach sorbet. I was actually looking at Epic Gardener, and I just saw that he planted a whole little blueberry lane, and peach sorbet wasn't one of them. He's in San Diego. I'm more of in the pass inland area, going into the desert area of California. So I'm probably maybe like 2 hours away from him. But I just thought it was interesting that he just planted some peach sorbet blueberries too. So, yeah, I'm gonna go on in the house now, and I'm gonna show you guys the update I have with the seedlings. Okay, everybody, we're inside, and you will notice that I do not have as many seedlings there. Why? Because I received my extra grow light via Amazon last night, and they are now over here. So these grow lights are a little bit different. I think I'm gonna move this one over here. I think that'll be better. Something I have to get used to. The good thing about these grow lights is that it has a timer. They have a timer on it. I believe it's LED. You could put them for timer for 3, 8, or 12 hours. And I'll probably put them on 12. I've been having the grow lights on for 16 hours. But now that the seedlings are getting bigger, I think 12 hours will be just fine. Also, you will notice that I thin them out. All of these are basically the Sugar Baby, Crimson, Roma, Beefsteak, and cherry tomatoes. And I have thinned them out. I got 2 of these little plastic plant trays, really cheap. They're like $1.19 at Home Depot. And I'm going to pour water all through this, because even though the soil is wet, I want those roots to keep on going. So for the watermelon, I didn't really reduce those. If there was 1, I left 1. If there was 2, I left them in there. But the tomatoes had like 5 or 6 plants in them. So I went ahead and I reduced. And I kind of like, I'm okay with this grow light. I guess it has to grow on me a little bit. Also, I can switch it to have 1 light, 2 lights, or 3 lights on. So, yeah, we're going to see about that. But yeah, I was able to reduce. And then they're going to keep on growing, and then I'm going to see if I'm going to reduce some more. So back over here to these, you will notice that those roots are sticking out again. And over here. So, yeah, I've been putting water in there, but they're sticking out. I decided not to plant my lavender and marigolds today. I'm gonna give everything a rest, let everything else keep growing. I'll probably be transplanting those probably next weekend. But yeah, everything seems to be growing good. The sun jewels back there are growing well. I'm finally starting to see a true leaf come up on the honeydew melons. Oh yeah, and also the butternut squash and the cantaloupe. I'm gonna be planting those next week. But yeah, everything seems to be surviving. I'm mostly concerned about those roots sticking out, and I'll probably go ahead and pour some more water. But this is really, on the sides, it's really wet. It's feeling a little dry on top. So yeah, I think I'll pour some water in there just to make sure that those roots for the squash are okay. And it just seems to be the squash. It doesn't really seem to be anything else. So I see that squash roots really like to travel and spread. So, well, I guess that's it. That's my update. I hope in a week or so, a week or two, I'll be making a soap video for you guys eventually. Again, I've just been very busy, but I do want to get caught back up on practicing making soap. So that's it for today. You guys saw that I planted my pear tree. I needed to get that planted. I didn't want to, but it's really windy outside, and I had it in that bag for a couple of days, and I didn't want to go another week with it in the bag. You saw that the almond tree is doing well out of the trees, and you also saw my failures with the pest and the lettuce debacle. So, and yeah. So like I said, on the front of my YouTube channel, I want you to see my successes, and I also want you to see my failures and how I deal with them. So that is about it for today. Today is Saturday, February 20th, 2021. And this is Precious SoCal Gardener signing off for today. And those are my gardening adventures for today. You all stay safe throughout the country. I know the weather's really bad. Please stay warm. And also, if you do have to go out, please wear your mask. Please wash your hands. Please social distance. And just be safe, everyone. You guys try to have a good day.